Well, good morning, everybody. We are on Wednesday, and we had a great time this morning. About 22 of us gathered to pray for the nations at the early morning prayer meeting. Just wonderful to start the day that way. Today we are going to be praying for the community of our church. On Monday we focused on our Sundays and that God would move among us powerfully and that we see many more added to us. And sometimes I think of Sundays as like our front door, where we welcome people and where we want to see many people come in and join us. And maybe the community life of the church is more like the living room where, we live together and we enjoy one another's company. I would love to encourage you, please, to spend time over your lunch today praying and throughout the day praying for our community life to be radical community life, where we see in Acts that they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to fellowship and to prayer and to breaking of bread. And we see throughout the New Testament this radical community where no one was in need, because if anybody was, then they would sell their possessions and they would give to that person so they weren't in need. But it wasn't just about possessions, it was about growth and about love. And so there was genuine love, and there was a radical nature of one anothering where people would encourage one another in the gospel, where people would grow together and speak the truth in love to one another, where people would admonish and teach one another. And I'd love to ask you, please, today to be praying that we would be growing as a radical community that really does shine a light in Ipswich. It's no use trying to be the called out ones, which is what church means, the called out people of God, if we're actually not really any different to the world around us. So I'd love us to be praying, God, please move us by your Holy Spirit, that we might be more of a radical community that reflects something of the New Testament church, shining a light in Ipswich, that people look on and think they are different. We are called to be a holy, set-apart people. So please, would you pray into that today? You could pray for life groups. You could pray for children and youth. You could pray for any, that would be in one another's homes, that we'd be generous towards one another. There are so many practical ways to look at it, but please do pray for our church community to be growing in discipleship together, determined, radical, not just with the status quo. Okay, have a great day.